So as Elon Musk looks to save money at the federal level, the PA treasurer says she's been taking a stab at something like DOGE right here in PA for years. We sat down with the woman who oversees billions of dollars in Pennsylvania and how she is trying to save that money.
And so I always like to say that we've been doing DOGE before DOGE was cool.
Pennsylvania Treasurer Stacy Garrity says she's doing the work of DOGE right here in PA. She says they're on track to recover $2 billion in improper payments.
So my office makes all the payments for over 70 agencies, which, if you ask me, that's too many agencies. But we look at every payment to make sure that it is legal and it's correct. Last year, we identified $1.7 billion in improper payments, and that included $50 million of overpayments, duplicate payments, and payments to the wrong payees.
Garrity says these are department errors and taxpayers are bearing the brunt. And in our conversation with her, she pointed to errors by the Revenue Department she says is costing taxpayers millions.
We should make sure that Department of Revenue pays back, gives tax returns on time so that we're not paying interest, which is taxpayer dollars.
Garrity says she's all about uncovering waste, and she's looking for ways to do that.
In 2011, the Social Security Administration, they took away states' access to their death files. And so now we have to go find alternate methods. And if we had access to that information, that would help, in my view. That's an area where we could uncover a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse.
When asked if she would be open to an Elon-type DOGE in PA where someone would go through and potentially cut departments, she says,
let's leave it at this. I am 100% in on cutting waste, fraud, and abuse, however we do that. And I think there's a lot more that we can do at the agency level for sure.
And we reached out to the Department of Revenue about getting tax returns for Pennsylvanians and their response to Garrity's comments. In a statement, the department says, quote, our focus remains on implementing measures that reduce costs for the Commonwealth while expediting tax return processing for taxpayers, reflecting our commitment to providing a secure, efficient, and cost-effective service for taxpayers. So we wanted to hear from you at home. Would you approve of a DOGE-like committee to control government spending in Pennsylvania? Let's see what some of you had to say. Bridget here says oversight and direction, sure. Complete dysfunction and destruction, thumbs down emoji, no. Mike, though, on the other hand, says absolutely, there is corruption and overspending in every government agency. So we're really seeing 50-50 across the board. Bob here just says ASAP, whereas Sharon says no. Absolutely not, is what Sharon said. Peggy, though, says, no, isn't that what the Inspector General's office does already? And we'll read one more of these. Marshall here, he says, yes, get rid of wasteful spending and look for fraud. So we want to continue hearing from you at home. If you'd like to chime in to our Facebook page, go to CBS 21 and drop a comment.